Want to study like Ayanokoji Kiyotaka from Classroom of the Elite? If you think he's just a natural genius, think again. His techniques are backed by science, and today I'm going to show you how to replicate them in real life, with strategies to increase your memory, study faster, and become more efficient. Let's dive in. To study like Ayanokoji, you need to master your memory. The key is understanding how the brain retains information. There are two types of memory to focus on: short-term and long-term memory. The goal is to transfer knowledge from short-term to long-term storage efficiently. How do we do that? Let's explore some science-backed methods. First up is spaced repetition. It's a technique that beats the brain's natural tendency to forget things. The forgetting curve, discovered by psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus, shows that after learning something, we forget most of it within days unless we actively review it. Spaced repetition works by reviewing information at increasing intervals, which strengthens neural connections. Apps like Anki or Quizlet use this exact science to boost memory retention. Another powerful method is the Feynman Technique. Named after physicist Richard Feynman, this method involves explaining a concept in the simplest terms possible, like you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. By doing this, you reinforce your understanding and identify gaps in your knowledge. It forces you to break down complex ideas into bite-sized, understandable parts, just like Ayanokoji would. Finally, let's talk about active recall. Most students passively review their notes, but science says this isn't enough. Studies show that retrieving information from memory, like quizzing yourself or using flashcards, boosts retention. Active recall strengthens neural pathways and makes your brain work harder to retrieve the information, which solidifies it in long-term memory. The more you force yourself to recall, the better you'll remember it. Ayanokoji doesn't waste time. His methods are all about studying smarter, not harder. So, let's break down the science of studying fast and efficiently. One of the most effective ways to study fast is using the Pomodoro Technique. It's simple. Study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 sessions, take a longer break. Research shows that the brain can only focus intensely for about 25 minutes before its efficiency starts to drop. By taking short, regular breaks, you recharge your mental energy and avoid burnout. This technique helps you get more done in less time, just like Ayanokoji. Next is chunking, a method Ayanokoji likely uses to process information quickly. Chunking means breaking down complex information into smaller, manageable pieces. For example, instead of memorizing a long string of numbers, group them into smaller units. Research from the cognitive load theory suggests that chunking reduces the mental load on working memory, allowing you to learn faster and remember more. Ayanokoji focuses only on what's important. This ties into the Pareto principle, or the 80-20th rule. In studying, this means that 80% of your results will come from 20% of the material. Focus on high-yield content. Concepts that are most likely to appear on tests are the most essential chapters. Don't waste time on fluff. Identify what's important and direct your energy there. This is how Ayanokoji appears to study less but retain more. Ayanokoji's calm demeanor isn't just for show. It's scientifically proven that your environment and habits can directly impact how well you study. Let's look at the evidence. Your study environment plays a huge role in how effective your sessions are. Studies show that a quiet, clutter-free environment improves focus and information retention. Too many distractions reduce productivity and can lead to multitasking, which, according to research, decreases efficiency by up to 40%. So, create a dedicated study space that's clean, quiet, and free from distractions, just like the controlled environments Ayanokoji seems to thrive in. Here's something most students overlook: sleep. Sleep is critical for memory consolidation, the process by which short-term memories are transferred into long-term storage. In fact, research from Harvard Medical School shows that students who get 7 to 9 hours of sleep outperform those who pull all-nighters. Ayanokoji likely knows that studying without proper rest is inefficient. So, don't skip sleep. It's when your brain processes and stores what you've learned. Lastly, staying calm under pressure is key. Ayanokoji always remains composed, which ties into the science of stress management. High levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, impair cognitive function, making it harder to focus and recall information. Simple techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or meditation can lower stress levels, improving both memory and concentration. Stay calm, like Ayanokoji, and your brain will thank you. So, to study like Ayanokoji Kiyotaka, remember these science-backed strategies. Use spaced repetition and active recall to boost memory, break information into chunks, study in short, focused sessions, and always prioritize sleep and stress management. Studying isn't about putting in endless hours, it's about mastering your mind and making every minute count. Follow these tips, and you'll be on your way to mastering any subject with ease.